Okay, boys. In today's session, we're gonna make a quick revision about the pages that will be included in tomorrow's quiz. The first page is page 50, speaking in it about recognizing the direct object. So, what do you mean by a direct object? Faris knife,
Teacher, it's a noun or a pronoun?
a noun or a pronoun. Very excellent. Direct object could be a noun or Faris Kamal, do you have a mic? Yusuf, do you have a mic?
Yes, teacher, yes.
Okay, that's excellent. So right now we're speaking about a noun or a pronoun. What is a noun? A noun like what, for example? Come on, boys, speak. Huh? A noun like what?
So, a noun teacher
Yes.
is, teacher, I
Give me
forgot,
any noun.
like important.
Important is an adjective. No, but when we speak about a noun, what is a noun? Because Mister, you're saying that the direct object is a noun or a pronoun, but what is a noun and what is a pronoun? Because you
A
know the
word that
name,
identify a person.
a person. Excellent. So a noun would be a person, like when I say Yusuf or Faris or Mr. Abdu. So that's a noun. What about pronoun? And instead of you saying Yusuf, for example, we say, huh? We say what?
Person.
We say he,
Yes.
I, she, we, you, they. So simply, the noun is any name that names a person, like your names, for example, an idea, a thing, or even a place. So a noun is a word identifying a person, a thing, an idea, or even a place. And the pronoun, we have a pronoun like he,
She, teacher, he, she, like him, he, correct?
so I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. These are called subject pronouns because they come
Teacher,
from
like
him, her,
he, her,
my,
my,
no, not mine. We have a lot of pronouns. We have subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive pronoun, and possessive adjective. For example, I say Faris is speaking to, I say to I or to me.
it's to me, teacher.
To me. So me here is called a pronoun. So simply to speak about the subject and the object, the noun, the pronoun, the adjective. So simply we need to know what each noun refers to. So the first noun here that we need to know is the word the noun itself. So a noun could refer to a person, a thing, a place, or even an idea. What about the pronoun? We have subject pronoun that comes at the beginning of the sentence, and object pronoun coming at the end of the sentence.
The teacher, I have a question.
Yes,
Like here, Adam lost a tooth. Adam should be a noun. Why it's a subject?
yes, because
He's
who
a person.
who who did the action? Who lost? I lost, you lost, or Adam lost?
Adam.
Adam. So the one who's performing, doing the action verb is called a subject. Take things easy. So we have nouns. Nouns can come at the beginning of the sentence, or in the middle, or even at the end. If the noun is coming at the beginning of the sentence, it means that this noun is speaking about what? This noun is a person performing the action verb, so we call it a subject. So if we have a noun and this noun is coming at the beginning and performing the action verb, so we call it a subject. Like I played, I won, I came, Faris joined the class, Yusuf wants to ask a question. So who wants to ask the question? Yusuf. Who came to the class? Faris. So in this case, one who's performing
Function.
the one who's performing the action, we call him what? We call him the subject. But on the other hand, here, in this session, we're not going to speak about this person who's doing the action. Yet, on the other hand, we're going to speak about this person who receives the action. Paris played football. Let's put this to an action. Paris plays football. In this case, boys, how many nouns do I have in the sentence?
It's one, teacher, isn't it?
Only
Or
one? What is it?
two. It's Faris and football or plays
So I
of
have number one and I have number two. So I have two nouns. The first noun here, Faris. Is it a direct object or no?
uh
I don't know. No, mister, I don't know. I'm confused. You told me the direct object is a noun or a pronoun. And here Faris is a noun and football is a noun. Here we
yes.
come to how to differentiate between the subject and the direct object. The subject does the action.
And so, teacher, the other noun in the rest word should be
The other noun here,
the direct object.
the football is playing or the football is being played.
The
So
football
it receives the action. So pretty easy to differentiate between the subject and the object. How? The subject comes at the beginning of the sentence, usually, not always, because we have questions, we have inverted sentence to identicate the parentheses or to identicate even emphasize. So the subject usually by 80% comes at the beginning. On the other hand, the object usually also by 80% comes at the end. But Mr. Again, how can I differentiate? Pretty easy. How? The subject is doing what? Come on, boys. The subject is doing what?
Football.
The action. The action. The subject is doing the action. Faris is doing what? Faris is playing. And here the football, the second name or the second noun. So consequently, football is being played. So the football received the action of playing. Understand now?
Yes, teacher.
So again, here we have Adam lost. So Adam the subject. Why? Because Adam is performing the action, which is losing. Adam lost what? He lost a tooth. So a tooth receives the action, which is losing. Okay. So Adam subject, lost verb, and tooth is the direct object. So far, so good.
Yes, teacher.
That's awesome. Here, in practice A, we just need to recognize the direct object in each sentence. The direct object could be one word or could be even more than one word. A simple object or a compound word.
Teacher.
If you are doing one action and this action is being done to one noun, which is the direct object, that's a simple direct object. If you have more than a word that receive the action, consequently that's compound. Like number one, for example, Alex likes music, poetry, and art. So what is the direct object here?
Music and poetry and art.
Bravo, Muhammad. Nice, very good. So music, poetry, and art. Here, one word or more than one word? Come
So
on,
teacher,
boys, speak.
it's easy.
So simple or compound?
Simple or compound? Teacher, how simple or compound? Like, teacher, can you just
How simple or compound? Okay, again. Faris, let's look to this example again. Okay, the example says what?
Alex likes music, poetry, and art.
Okay, Alex is what?
Alex is like music, poetry, and art.
So Alex is what in the parts of speech? A subject, a verb, or an object?
He's a subject.
He's a subject. Nice. Alex is doing what?
Alex likes
What's the action?
the action
Likes.
is
So likes
music,
is
poetry, and art.
verb. Faris, easy. Again, again, again. What is the action that Faris or Adam is doing? He likes. So likes is called a verb. He likes what? He likes what? Again,
Music,
what?
poetry.
He likes music, right? So
Yes, so
music here receives the action.
the action is
So music is called an object. So far, so good.
is teacher. So teacher, the
Stop
subject
here after music. Stop here after music, and instead of the comma, put a full stop or a period. So in this case, the sentence is what? Aaron likes music. Correct?
uh, yes, teacher. So the
Yes,
subject
correct. Full sentence. Subject, verb, and object. Right?
yes.
So here I said that Adam likes only one thing, which is music. So if I only stopped here at the music alone, so that's called simple object. Why simple object? Because it's
Right.
only one noun. But on the other hand, here, what do we have? No, we have he likes music, he likes poetry, he likes art. So all music, poetry, and art received the action verb likes. So that's
Yes.
an object, that's an object, and also that's
Receive it.
an
So teacher,
object.
the direct object can
So we have
receive
how many
moral
objects?
subject, right?
Yes, darling?
I said that the direct object can receive a verb, right?
Yes, it must receive the verb. Can, it's not can. It must receive the verb. That's why we call
Teacher,
it a
can it receive the
direct object.
subject?
So he receives the action. Again,
Can it receive the subject or no? يعني could it
can I
receive the subject?
receive the
The
subject?
direct, yes, could the direct object receive the subject
No,
or
the direct object does not. The direct object does not receive the subject. The subject performs the action verb,
so it's
and the
like
direct object receives the action. So far, so good.
yes.
Okay, here in number 2, I kept my old report cards from elementary school. I, subject, kept
Yes,
verb. You
and
kept what? What did you
is
keep?
my old report cards.
Bravo. So my old report cards, all of that
Is a
is
direct object.
the full object, the full direct object. But of course, my is called possessive pronoun. Old is an adjective. Report, a noun used as an adjective. And cards is the direct object. So we can say here, report cards alone are simple direct object. Simple. Why simple? Because I'm speaking about only one thing that receives the action, which is
Teacher, if there is
like
one,
music, poetry, and art.
so if there is
Her parents have stressful jobs.
teacher, can I ask
You're
something?
lagging, Faris. Yes, yes, you're lagging and your voice is so low. Can you raise it?
Okay, I'm trying. Wait. Teacher, is it like this good?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, good. So I was asking, it's if the direct object is um more than one direct object, like 3 or 2, it's called compound. Or if it's one direct object, it's called simple, isn't it?
Just like that. As easy as this. If you have more than one word, like music, poetry, and art in number one, receiving the action verb likes, so that's compound. If you have only one word receiving the action verb, like number two, for example, which is kept, so that's called the simple one. Simple, one word. Compound, more than one word. Just like that. Okay?
Yes, teacher, understood.
Okay, in number three, because we need to cover other pages, we just saw number three. Her parents have stressful jobs. Stressful jobs. Her parents have
Teacher, I
stressful
think
jobs.
there is here more than one subject, right?
More than one subject. Like what, for example? Tell me what
Like
are the subjects which we have.
herself, and her parents. They are both persons.
So nice. I have here. Nice. Good point. I have here a mister, and I also have parents. So here alone is a subject. Can I start a sentence with here alone? Like I say, here has good parents.
No.
So no, because here is what here is called possessive pronoun. For example, when I say my parents, my pen, my book, her parents. So her parents together is the subject. And here alone, if you can recall from the previous term, we said that here is
Teacher,
called possessive pronoun used as an adjective. Yes, Nawaf, how can I help you?
teacher, we have a worksheet.
The worksheets are on Classera, darling. Check the worksheets
Okay.
on Classera. Go to Classera. From Classera here, go to your course materials. You will find an item called course materials. Click on the course material like this, and you will find all the sheets. All the sheets that we have already taken, solve it, all of them are here. And you will find also the sheet without answering and another one answered. So in the description, if it's answered, so that's the worksheet with the answers. Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
I have question, teacher.
Yes.
Are there any pages that are not coming in the quiz?
How many pages do we have in the quiz, Saleh? It's not a lot.
Yeah, I know because
Weekly
last.
plan, weekly plan, weekly plan. That's week what? Week 11?
Yes.
Three.
Yeah, can we just skip this page to go for more important pages? Is
Yes,
it
we will
okay?
do this just right now.
I have a
So the
I have
pages
a
for
question.
the quiz, you have 50 and 51 in grammar, 197, 198, 199. That's for spelling. Spelling is very easy. 177, 178 for vocabulary. So nothing, only 6 pages.
Teacher,
And which we have covered last week along with its worksheet.
Seven
Yes?
pages. Teacher,
When I have 177 don't answered and 197 and 198.
177, 197, and 198. What about
teacher,
178? Yes, Yusuf?
I have a question in page 50. Alex likes
Which one?
music, poetry, and art. I underline and
Yes.
I underline and
Well, the object itself is music, poetry, art, without and. But we add all of them. There is no problem in this. If you underline and, that's okay. I'll just give you the mark. No problem. And it's called conjunction. Conjunction.
But
Like the
teacher,
commas here. We put the
you
comma and to differentiate. Yes.
you can't say music and poetry and art. You can say only
No, you
music
cannot say this.
and at
Comma.
last you can say and art.
Yes. So when we count more than one word, like here, more than three words, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. If I have only two words, I say music and poetry. If I have more than two, we put comma between each noun, and before the final one, we add and. Like this
Teacher,
example, Alex like music, poetry, and art.
teacher,
But do not forget to add the comma, especially in writing. Punctuation is very important in writing. Take care. Nice question first. So in the next page, we have been
teacher.
speaking about how, yes?
Page 50 and 51. I didn't do.
I'm sorry, what's the question again, Saleh? Page 50, 51. What's wrong about
I
them?
didn't do.
You did not solve them? Did not solve them? I'll upload the answers on class here. Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay. For how to differentiate or to distinguish between direct object, the one that we just taken in page 50, the adverb, and the object of the preposition. That's pretty easy. Again, a direct object does what?
A direct object, as you said,
Yes.
teacher, it describes one more than one thing, like music, poetry, and art, football, teeth, tooth, like things that are done, actions that are done by
Nice.
someone or by a subject.
Bravo. So we can call that the direct object receives the action. The direct object receives the action. On the other hand, the adverb describes. Who can remember? What does the adverb describe?
Uh, Teacher describes the subject, I think, or the verb.
No, we can't both. Can't be both. The subject is a noun. The verb is a verb. I don't have a word in English that can describe both a subject, which is a noun, and also a verb. That's impossible. The noun is being described by the adjective. We have already discussed that before. So it's a noun, it's an adjective, just like this. But the adverb here describes the second, which is a verb or there are other two.
Teacher, the adverb describes in what way, right?
In what way? Nice. So it can describe a verb, it can also describe the adjective itself, and even it can describe itself. It can describe an adverb. So simply, you must know this by heart that number one, the direct object receives the action verb, but the adverb describes the verb, the adjective, and also another adverb. On the other hand, the object of the preposition, that's the easiest one. Object of a preposition, it's a noun, comes after a preposition. Just like this. A noun that comes after a preposition. So that's the easiest of them. What are the prepositions? Preposition like what? A preposition like in, on, at, under, behind, beneath. All of these are called prepositions. Prepositions. When I say, for example, Faris or Muhammad, because Muhammad just came. So Muhammad comes to school. Muhammad is quickly. Muhammad is
Subject. Teacher is a subject
subject.
because it's a name.
Comes
Verb.
a verb. To. It's called what?
What teacher again?
To. To is called what?
To is the object of preposition.
No. To is
Preposition.
the preposition itself. But school is the object of the preposition. Object of preposition. Again, just a second, please. So pretty easy. We have a preposition. The noun that comes after the preposition is called the object of the preposition. Muhammad subject, comes verb, to preposition, school object of a preposition.
Teacher,
So when I say Kurt
Uh,
parked the car,
teacher, the session will finish. Can
Yes.
we go to the vocabulary and spelling?
no problem, we can revise them tomorrow. I have noted the first session. Most important to understand this. I have no problem to revise again tomorrow. So when I say, for
Yes,
example,
please, teacher.
Kurt parked
Tomorrow.
the car, no problem. First session will be reviewed. Kurt parked the car. So Kurt is a subject doing the action which is park. He parked what? He parked the car. So the car is what?
The car is receiving the action.
Bravo. So since it's receiving the action, so it's called an object.
Object.
What about it? Kirk parked carefully. Mention here. Kirk
sub-
is the subject performing the action parked. Right? Carefully receives
Adverb.
parked or carefully? Bravo. Describes how he parked.
Carefully adverb. Describes.
Bravo. So because it describes the verb, so it's called an adverb. On the other hand, Kirk, subject, parked, the action, along the road. Along the road. So
Preposition.
along is a preposition. So road here is the object of the preposition because it's a noun came after a preposition. Becoming easier.
Yes, teacher.
So we can combine all of that together by saying Kirk, subject, park, the action verb, the car receives the action, so that's an object. How did he park? He parked carefully. And along the road is a prepositional phrase. Starts with a preposition, and road is the object of the preposition. So far, so good, boys?
Teacher, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let's just Solve 1, 2, and 3 on. And number 1 here. Michael keeps his sailboat at Badr Island.
So first of all, Michael is a subject,
Michael is the subject, bravo.
and sailboat is it's receiving
Keeps
the act.
is what?
What?
Keeps is what?
Verb.
The
Keeps.
verb. He keeps what?
He keeps his sailboat, so it's an object. The
So
sailboat,
sailboat
right?
is the object, bravo. At,
At
in,
and
on, at, off, under, behind, beneath.
I
So
forgot
all of these are called,
a prepositional
yes,
object, something.
preposition, bravo. So Badr Island is the object of the preposition. Becoming easier now, boys.
Yes.
Nice. What about this one, number 2? Darrell fixed the heater in less than 5 minutes. Darrell is
A subject
subject, bravo. Doing what?
is a verb,
So fixed is a verb. Fixing
and
what?
Heater.
fixing, so it's an object.
So the heater
It's
is
action from the
the
verb.
object. And of course, in is the preposition, and the rest is the prepositional phrase. Number 3, Victor takes the bus to work every day. Victor is
Victor is
Subject.
bravo.
Takes
Take.
Victor is doing what? Takes. So takes is the verb. He takes what?
The
the
bus.
bus, so it's an
So the
object.
bus is the object.
Object.
What about 2?
Who is a preposition?
Preposition.
Preposition. So work is
Preposition
It-
phrase.
Phrase.
to work alone, to work, both of them, prepositional phrase.
Yes.
But work alone, the noun work alone is the object of the preposition. So I have to work at school, inside the class. So the first one, the preposition alone. The noun, object of the preposition. If I combine both of them, to work, in school, at class, all of these, so both of them together are called prepositional phrase. Okay, boys?
Okay.
You understand that?
Thank you, teacher, for explanation.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Faris. Anytime. Okay. The worksheet is already online. Try to study it. And if you have any question, prepare it until tomorrow. Yes?
The worksheet don't he don't
We can't say he don't. We say he doesn't, or the worksheet, of course, because it's just an animated object, we say it. You cannot find it in Classera, so you just say it is not on Classera. You can't find it, Muhammad?
yes
Okay, I'll upload it again. Don't worry. Anything else?
no
No, thank
Okay,
you,
if you have
teacher.
any question, study well. And if you have any question, just prepare it until tomorrow, the first session, inshallah. Okay, boys?
okay thank you teacher
See you tomorrow. Bye.